Crespo is one of the hosts for Let's Talk Football, the Round Table. And Let's Talk Football Ladies.
Hey. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Diversity with Delilah Crespo. Hey. All right. So March, if you didn't know, is Women's History Month in the United States. So similar to all the different specialized months that we have, it doesn't mean that these things happen just once a month. It just means we're just focusing on so that we can pay attention to the contributions, the history and cultural impact of women in the United States, the strides that they've made, similar to Black History Month, where we also focus on Black people and their impact in the United States history and culture. But just because one thing ends and another begins doesn't mean you just stop learning. So anyway, there you have it. So that's what March is. So go and find out all the amazing contributions that women have made in the United States. So following that note, today I am covering Pam Oliver, Fox Sports senior correspondent and NFL reporter. If you've been watching the NFL for decades, you know who Pam Oliver is because she has been a staple on the sidelines for decades. And I mean decades. Like, she has been doing this a long while. And she's got a lot of accomplishments and accolades based off of her work. But let's go back in time and see where it all began. So Pam Oliver was born in Texas, but she was raised in Florida. Her family moved there when she was really young. Pam attended Niceville High School in Niceville, Florida, where she excelled in tennis, basketball, and track and field. It was while in high school that she was excelling in all these different sports that she caught the attention of legendary FAMU track and field coach Bobby Lang. When I say FAMU, I'm talking about Florida A&M. That's what everybody calls it, right? FAMU. So just kind of throwing that out there. Because of this and her accomplishments in high school, Oliver earned a track scholarship to HBCU, FAMU, in case you didn't know that FAMU is an HBCU, because she was such a stellar athlete. So 4 years at FAMU, she had a meet record for the 400-meter dash. She was also part of an amazing All-American 4x400 relay team, partnered with Mary Jones, Vogel Newsome, and Pamela Porter. Oliver and her squad made the national championship meet in 1984 and were honored All-Americans. So she graduated with accomplishments on track and field. Of course, she also got a bachelor's degree in journalism, which is kind of why she went into reporting, right? She said in an interview, this is her quote, "It was a dream to be a television reporter, and I just never let go of it." So she knew that that's the direction she wanted to take. She could have pursued track and field, right? Gone to the Olympics and all these different things. But she said that when she was a little girl and she would look in the mirror, she always wanted to be on television. So that's why she pursued the area of journalism versus following what I'm sure she would have gone far because everybody said she was so good in track and field. So who knows, she would have been around and, but that's not the direction she wanted. She wanted to go into reporting, specifically sports reporting. So, things happen. Sometimes you make things manifest for you, but of course it doesn't just happen. You have to work for it. So she also said that she is proud of her HBCU roots. She has shared in multiple interviews that, again, this is coming from her, every time an HBCU is mentioned, I'm like, yeah, not just for Florida A&M. We're kind of in vogue right now. I don't care why or what, as long as we stay there and let people understand what we're about. That's the message that I hope is not lost in the whole glamorizing of HBCUs. So for her, she wants to make sure that, yeah, I'm glad there's a lot of attention, but let's not drop the ball there, right? We do know a lot of amazing people have come out of HBCUs. I've covered multiple athletes on my DWD webisodes about all these different athletes and accomplished people that came from HBCUs. So she just wants to make sure that we don't forget the history of HBCUs, why they were founded, and we don't just go, oh, okay, yeah, that was great, and just forget about them. So that's kind of what she wants. She wants to make sure that people are still paying attention to HBCUs and understand that, yeah, let's keep seeing all the talent that's coming out of there. So Pam Oliver, just so you know, is the longest tenured sideline reporter in the NFL. Having worked well over 500 NFL games, she has covered 8 Super Bowls and served as a lead feature reporter on Fox NFL Sunday for years. Again, we know Pam Oliver would have seen her. Prior to joining the network, she was an ESPN reporter where she gained a lot of reporting experience covering NFL playoff games. She covered NFC championship games. She also covered other sports areas like the NBA, college basketball, along with women in sports as well. So she covered a lot of women's sports, WNBA, the female side of college basketball. So she got her chomps in ESPN before she moved on to Fox Sports. She also worked at NFL Matchup Show for Monday Night Football. She climbed her way to working in what is considered the best broadcast team of all time in Pat Summerall and the legendary John Madden during her career working with Fox Sports. So she gained a lot of experience and mentorship under two powerhouse in sports broadcasts. Okay, so again, yes, she's been a silent reporter. She likes doing it. She kind of said that. She likes it. She could be in the booth a lot more, but she says she likes being out there. She likes interviewing the guys, on the spot and getting their just point of view and perspective right away and sharing that with the viewers. And she says she doesn't want to stop. She's not retiring, okay? I'm not going to say what her age is. Let's just say she was fabulous. You could always Google that later, but I'm not putting that out there. But yeah, she did say she wants to continue reporting from the sidelines. Even though as a correspondent, she enjoys that as well, because when you're a senior correspondent, now you're in charge of the stories. You get to do more features, you get to do more interviews, or curate those interviews, curate those features, find all the cool stories that are out there, in the NFL or the sports world. When you're a sports correspondent, she's not just focusing on the NFL. But so she gets a lot of creative outlet being the correspondent. At the same time, she gets to still be out there doing what she loves, which is reporting on the NFL and talking to them as it happens and getting it back to the viewers. So she likes it. And so right now, she's not retiring anytime soon. Here are some of the accolades that she has earned. In 2008, Women in Sports and Events honored her with Women of the Year. This happened in 2008. In 2016, she also worked as a correspondent for 60 Minutes Sports, contributing to features to that program. So that's where she gained some of that correspondence experience, right? So again, that's where she got some experience in that. In 2016, she was also inducted in the FAMU Sports Hall of Fame. She's in there twice individually for her meek record, but also with her 4x400 relay team. So she's in there twice, individually and with her team. She also has the distinction of having a production suite named after her in the FAMU School of Journalism and Graphic Communication. So if you're ever in FAMU, you want to get into journalism, she has her own suite named after her there. In 2018, she was also the recipient of the prestigious Gracie Award by the Alliance for Women in Media. In 2019, she was also honored with the Atlanta Women in Sports Lifetime Achievement Award. By the way, she lives in Atlanta now with her family, so that's where she's living currently. Oliver was also welcomed into the National Association of Black Journalists Hall of Fame in 2020. She was also inducted into the Florida Sports Hall of Fame in 2022. So she's in a lot of Hall of Fames already. Hopefully that means that eventually she'll get into the Pro Football Hall of Fame, because there are sports journalists that have made that leap. So I feel like she's there, right? Again, just talk about prestige and longevity in sports. We've seen her. She's a fixture. To put into perspective how long she's been a sideline reporter for the NFL, when she started, 29 years ago, Tom Brady was in high school. He was a senior, but still, he was in high school. Michael Jordan was preparing for his comeback season with the Bulls after he left the NBA. Gangsta's Paradise was number 1 in 100 year-end, top of the Billboard charts for that year. No NFL fan under 30 can remember a time Pam Oliver was not on an NFL sideline. Again, remarkable run, and she's still going. she hasn't stopped. All right. So who knows? I feel like Pro Football Hall of Fame might be next for her because she has all these other things going. But anyway, there you have it. Pam Oliver, Fox Sports senior correspondent and NFL reporter and staple for all of us who've been watching the NFL games for a long time. She's been out there giving us the good news. So yeah, she's not retiring. There you go. Pam Oliver. I hope you enjoyed learning about her. And until next time, have an amazing night, evening, or day whenever you actually tune in.
Yeah.